Good morning, this is Lauren with Sail For Epilepsy. I am live on Fearless, which is an exciting proposition. Normally I am on another boat for the start of these races, but today I get to go on board. We are in our starting sequence for the race. We've got Alex at the helm. We've got Phil managing the lines. Got a bit of wind at the start, so the video might be a little bit more bouncy than usual. They're just getting set up where they want to on the line. Hopefully the sound is okay. I'm using a mic, but with all the wind going on.
What are we doing over here, guys?
We got some boats close to us, which is always exciting at the start. Everyone jockeying for position to get across the line. There were over 80 boats registered in total for this race. We're in the second class, so there's still a lot of boats behind us that haven't started yet. You can see the first class is already on their way up towards the Newport Bridge. We're going to be racing around Jamestown Island today. So Sail for Hope was originally started in 2001, and it's always a charity event. This year...
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm on board, moron!
Always exciting at the start. So this is a charity event. All proceeds are going to go to the Maui Food Bank. And each year a different charity is chosen. Over the years, it's included the Seamen's Church Institute, the Newport Harbor Masters Emergency Equipment Fund, the Rhode Island Red Cross, and others. Very exciting here. Lots of movements. Everybody trying to get where they want to on the line. So we are in Class 2, which is a spinnaker class. All the other boats will be fully crewed. Initially, Phil and Alex were going to be in a double-handed class, but no other boats registered as double-handed, so we got put into this fully crewed division. Heard that Divided Sky here off our port bow is going to be one of our strongest competitors. You can see they've got a lot of crew on board. Got the rail meet on the starboard rail, trying to offset the heel. I believe that was the start, and so we're all now across the line and clear. We're thankful that it's not raining too much. The prediction was for rain all day, but so far it stopped around 8 a.m. and we haven't seen it since. It's quite breezy. We're expecting 10 knots sustained with maybe gusts up to 18. Tell there's a lot of action here right at the beginning, and then things will slow down a little bit. We're going upwind to start, and then we'll eventually get the kite up and be going downwind. As I mentioned, we're going around Jamestown Island. So in 2023, we set a goal of sailing 2,600 nautical miles over 26 separate voyages. This is to raise awareness that 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy in their lifetime. This voyage is currently number 23, and I believe we've got about 2,300 nautical miles sailed. So we've still got a ways to go, but there's a little bit of sailing left this season, and we're going to try to get to our goals. As always, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without our sponsors. So we're thankful to Norellis, which is our flagship sponsor, as well as Jazz Pharmaceutical. Blue Nose Yacht Sail, Reading Rotary are also supporters of Sail for Epilepsy. As you can tell, the boat is heeled over quite a bit and we're rocking and rolling in some waves. Things will settle down once we go downwind. We're headed for the Newport Bridge. So what are we on? We're on Fearless, which Phil named to remind everyone to live a fuller life and fear less. It's not meant to be reckless, but to live a fuller life with safety guardrails in place. This is a Sunfast 3300. It's got twin rudders, which is different from Phil's other boat, Cepheus. It's got running backstays, which you can see here, these orange lines, which is a little bit different than some boats have and adds some complication. You can see the one on the leeward side is slack, and during every tack you have to swap which line has tension. Right now we're sailing under the full main. There's been some debate if we were going to add a reef to start, but it didn't seem like it was necessary. And we've also got a full jib. Got some nice heel angle. Not sure if you can see. There we go. So we're doing about 6.5 knots. We'll see if we can get up to over 14 or 15 when we're going downwind. Alex will helm. Phil is ready to trim the jib as needed. We're trying to shift our weight to the high side as much as possible. Offset the heel. If we had full crew, we'd be able to do that a little bit better, but Phil loves the challenge of the short-handed sailing. Still more boats to come behind us. Thanks, Brian. I'll let Phil know you were watching the start, and thanks, Jan or Jan. I'm not sure which it is. I'll let Alex know you were watching and commented. Sorry about that, I'm going to switch hands, so I lost a little bit of the video, but with the heel angle, we're hanging on with one hand, and trying to film is certainly a challenge, but it's a great day to be out here. So hopefully there's some virtual shipmates watching. As always, we're sailing with you on board today. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you a picture of the names on the hull, just because it's on our port side on the stern, and that's the part that's currently underwater. But for those of you that don't know, anyone who decides to take the One More Step challenge and do something extra to live a fuller life, they become our virtual shipmates. We put their names on their hull, their first names, if they give us permission, and we sail for them. When Phil's offshore, he connects live by video with our virtual shipmates, as well as does some features of their epilepsy stories. Sends them to shore, and then we post them on social media. We had a question, does it have any ballast on board? I do not believe we have any water ballast on board at the moment. At least I didn't see it being put on. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat, or if you want me to pass any comments on to Phil once he has a moment to take a break, or to Alex, I'll be sure to let them know. Starting to get some good spray, so I'm happy now I'm not on the bow getting soaking wet. I'm just trying to stay on the stern, stay out of their way. Thanks, Stephanie. Always appreciate your comments. Starting to get into some more lumpy seas here, so hopefully no one's getting seasick from watching. Hey Ilya, thanks for watching. You want to come down to Newport and bring us the gifts you always bring for the end of the race? Oh, Alex and Phil are talking about water ballast right now, so you guys knew the conditions. Suspect we're going to have to tack to go under the bridge, but it looks like we're going to keep going in this direction for a little while. Got a few boats off to the port side here we're keeping an eye on. I don't know if you can see, but the class flag there is flying off the stern. It might be Bully Circus, if I remember correctly, a competitor. The blue with the white circle is a number 2. That's our class, so we know that we're competing against them. A lot of good spray coming off the bow, or this boat's going to need a nice freshwater hose down when we get done. I think Phil's going to keep the boat into the in the water till the end of October, so he's hoping to get a little bit more time in the water when the weather permits. Looks like one of the boats ahead has tacked over. Alex and Phil discussing strategy of when to tack. You can see some of the other boats have tacked over and making their way up. We'll be leaving that little bump of land off to our starboard. And then Jamestown, of course, is the landmass that's off our port side that we will be completely going around. Alright, we're getting ready to throw a tack in here, so try to do it smoothly, but I'm of course going to be primarily trying to hang on. So for those of you that don't sail, this will be a coordinated effort with Alex and Phil. They'll be talking. Alex will let him know when he's tacking. Phil will be releasing the jib and then hauling it across to the other side. Making our way around some moored boats just to make things exciting. There goes Bully Circus. They've tacked. They've got some pretty good heel going on. Phil first was releasing the runner on this side. Here we go. Now he's going to get the other runner on, get it tightened up, tension up the rig. Now he's going to trim up the jib. Alex left up a little bit for him, take a little tension off, getting it trimmed up. They're just discussing the boats ahead. Hey Charlotte, good morning. Thanks for following. These guys have just tacked. Headed for the bridge.
Alright, let's get some more jib sheet on if you can. More jib sheet on. Yep.
I can see by the instruments on the mast are doing about 7 knots. As always, if anyone has any questions, you can put them in the comments and I can try to answer them, or I can pass any comments on that you guys might have for Phil and Alex. Headed towards the bridge, as you can see. Thankful it's not raining. Predicted to have a lot of rain today, but so far we're only getting wet from the spray from the bow. Chasing down boats ahead. Charlotte, that's awesome. So glad to hear you've been seizure-free for 4 years. Congratulations. Looks like we're getting ahead of Firefly here. They look to be in our class, as I can tell from the number 2 flag flying off their stern, the blue flag with the white circle. Looks like this boat with the gray hull is also in our class, so trying to keep ahead of them. Boat passing clear in front of us, but be fine. And as we go under the bridge, there may be a little bit of a shift in the wind. Certainly rocking and rolling here. We're going to be tacking again. Getting that runner back on. Actually, Charlotte, Phil does this for fun. His profession is as a neuroscientist at Tufts University School of Medicine. He loves the thrill of being out here, loves being on the ocean, loves the competition. Working on bringing the jib in as far as they can. Alex is barefoot. He had some other shoes on this morning, but the deck's pretty slippery and we've got a lot of heels, so he felt like he had a better grip with bare feet. Personally, I'm dressed in a winter hat, full foulies, and wool socks, along with rain boots. So I imagine his feet are pretty cold. Pretty exciting to have so many boats close to us. I don't think there was nearly 80 boats on the start line that had registered, but it's not exactly a pleasant sailing day for those who are not into the racing aspect. Take a look behind us. Still lots of boats. There's the Newport Bridge. And Jamestown Island to our port side, which we're going to be sailing around today. Yes, Brian. Phil does need a hat lanyard. He almost lost it earlier. We grabbed it before it went off the stern. He's got a winter hat down below. I suspect he may want it, but he's working hard here trimming the sails, so he also may be hot. right, we're getting ready to tack again. Phil's easing the runner for the running back stay. He's getting the jib sheet loaded up. Getting the winch handle off. Getting the other one ready. Here we go. Now Phil's getting the jib sheet in, getting in that jib just as far as it'll come.
Good tack, Phil. Any more? Can you give me a little more or no? Yeah.
Feels like we're going super fast. It's only 6.7. Now up to 7 knots. I don't know if you guys can see the instruments on the mast, but it'll feel much different when we're going downwind. Alex scoping out where the competition is, saying hi. Alright, getting ready to tack again. Taking off the runner, loading up the jib sheet.
On your call. Ready. Ready to go.
Here we go, tacking.
Got an override. Copy.
So that was just a little issue with the way the line was loaded up on the winch. So Alex luffed up and let Phil fix that. Now he's getting the runner back on this side.
Okay. I wonder if it'll go in the other rudder block. Yeah, that'll blow that up.
So I think we're going to stop the live for now. I'll pick it up again later once we go downwind. And thanks for joining us. If you want to add any more questions or comments, and I can pass them on. And I'm going to be continuing to post photos and videos throughout the race. So thanks for joining us.